Hello, it's Ricardo, and I'm playing Elite Dangerous Beyond Chapter 3. And with Beyond Chapter 3, there's been Guardian Beacons. Now you find me at the Guardian Beacon at the Sanufi sector, KU-F space B44, and that'll be in the comments. Now, I've gone through the process of finding the beacon. I have shot the pylons. They have energized, and the entire beacon has transformed, right? We've seen this in other videos. I've put some videos up on this as well, and it's ejected an orb, a data orb, like what we've seen on the Guardian sites, that is prime for us to scan. So that's great. Okay, so we're going to go off, we're going to scan that, and it's going to give us a location then of a Guardian site. Okay, in particular, the site it's going to give us is the Sanufi EN-H space D 11-28, right? There's a couple of beacons around there. They're being found all the time. Another Guardian site's been found. It's EU-Q space C21-15 in the Sanufi system, and I'll put that on the screen as well. So these Guardian sites are similar but different, and different in a few ways. Layout's obviously different, but you need the key, the ancient key that you got from the beacon, to unlock the blueprint, whereas before you've just gone and shot a relic, the relic has gone to the floor, you've scooped it up, you've energized all the pylons, you put the relic in the hole that activates. We get it, we've all been there and grinded the Guardian stuff before. This, however, is going to be different. But before we get into that, could you do me a favor, that like and subscribe button, and also that notification icon, and that'll let you know when I'm putting more videos of Elite Dangerous on YouTube. So with all that out the way, let's go back to talking about these Elite Dangerous Guardian sites. Now they're very dark, and that's meant to add some atmosphere. You've got the mist, you've got the layout, you've got the arches, you're going to have Guardian power conduits, you're going to have Guardian power cells. If you shoot the Sentinels, you're going to have weaponry, Sentinel weaponry components, you're going to have power cells from them, you're going to have damaged carcasses, all these things that you can scoop up, so make sure you've got some space in your cargo hold. Shooting the pylons is the same as what we've seen in all the other Guardian sites. You shoot them long enough, they'll energize, and then you've got a set period of time to get to another one, to shoot that, to increase your time. The good thing about this, FDev have obviously listened to their community, and they haven't made this too difficult, right? As in reducing the time that it takes to get all the pylons together. That's what I mean. You know, you've got you can probably get up to 10 minutes if you really apply yourself, and given the layout of this particular garden site in the C21-15 area, I didn't find it too hard to find or to get round and to shoot them. But you are going to be engaged by those pesky Sentinels, and do you know what? They've upped their game. Frontier have really made them a bit more tedious. Is the only word I can absolutely put to it. They are a bit tedious. You get more. They're harder to kill. Not only will they shoot missiles at you, they'll shoot missiles at your ship. So be prepared. Be prepared to have materials to fix your SRV. Be prepared to have materials to rearm your SRV. I had to, in this one engagement, using standard ammunition, I had to rearm twice. Whereas it might have been, say, once every 2 engagements. And when I say engagements, full cycles of going through, shooting the pylons, getting the blueprint, sticking the relic in, and all that. So they've upped their game on the Sentinels, and you know, that's okay. I mean, it's not as grindy as what the other requests for blueprints were. They've reduced the number of times you're going to have to do this, so really you only are going to have to do this about, say, 3 times. The biggest grind is going to come from getting the Epsilon obelisk data that you need for some of these Guardian fighters, and that's at the original Guardian sites that were found, the Guardian ruin sites. Now, you know, shooting these panels, you're going to get power cells and the like. I mean, I've got a pretty large store of these. I went through and I mined all of these in lieu of this release coming out. Also went and got filled up on all the Thargoid materials as well by going to the Thargoid sites. Now, I can't stress enough having enough materials to rearm and repair the SRV. I really can't. I mean, I'm not sure whether this is going to be patched or whether they're going to address the fact that it's more challenging or whether they think they've got the level right. I don't know. Put it in the comments. If you think they've got the level right on these Guardian sites, then by all means let me know. In fact, let's do a poll. It's poll time, everybody. So let's vote. You'll see the voting option up by the Ricardo sign. Is the difficulty at the Guardian sites right? Yes or no? Interesting to see in the comments and the result of the poll as well if you do think it is right. I think it's just a little bit, slightly off in the favour of the Guardian Sentinels. But then again, you know, everyone moans, oh, it's a grind, it's not challenging. They put a bit of a challenge in and everyone moans, oh, it's too hard, oh my god. It's not too far away. I think just a slight reduction, I think, will do it. I mean, I think the amount of Sentinels is good. I just think perhaps their armor should be reduced, I don't know, say 5-10%. Because if you're not careful, what's going to happen, they are going to destroy the only SRV you're going to have brought with you. Now, I've got the ASP, I've got one SRV in the bay, so I've got to be kind of careful with it. And they got my hull down to about 36%. You know, and I was twitching a bit, to be perfectly honest. But, hey, I repaired it and everything was alright. I went through and I'm completing the process. So here's the good stuff. We're all familiar with the Guardian grind, and it is grindy. So what happens? Well, it's pretty much the same, to be honest. The only difference being is you don't put an ancient relic in that you find erupting from the ground. You put the ancient key in that you got from the Guardian beacon in the receptacle, and there we go, there it is. Plonk it in there, jettison, and sit back and just watch what's happening. I mean, the orb comes out as normal, it rotates a bit. Great, you scan it with your data link scanner, and it then gives you a Guardian blueprint. It's as simple as that. Nothing else to it. What does happen though is you do get some more Sentinels coming out to give you a little bit of bother. They've come out to mug you off. Now, before you scan it, you can either go and dispatch those Sentinels, or you can just wing it, scan it, get that blueprint, hightail it back to the old ship, and go and try and find another site. Now, so far there's been 3 Guardian beacons that have been found. 2 sites so far. I'm sure there are going to be more, and it's up to the community whether or not they're going to be invested in it. Because there's such a low requirement on the blueprints for the fighters, you're only going to have to do this three times, you know, so that's not so bad. It's the Epsilon data, the Epsilon obelisk data is the key thing. I think everyone's going to be out there grinding at the existing Guardian sites. If Frontier have been good, and they've been good about this, perhaps they might have put a little extra something there. I don't know. I mean, I was there before the update dropped, getting some more items just in case. Everything was the same as I'd expected. Around here on this site, I found tablets, I found urns, I found caskets. Okay, there's also going to be Guardian obelisks to scan here as well, so keep an eye out for them. So I've been Ricardo, and this has been my method of gaining Guardian blueprints for the fighters that have been released in Beyond Chapter 3, and it's patch 3.2. I don't know if it's going to be patched any further, to be fair, given some of the difficulty ratings and some of the bugs that have been in the community. We have seen some rocks floating off the surface, which is quite annoying because the rest of it has been okay. But anyway, there you go. Check back for more videos in the series. Thanks very much for watching. Check out more videos on Subnautica, on They Are Billions, Frostpunk, and No Man's Sky. See you soon.